From the beginning, I was hooked on the connections that bring people together around food. I love watching people's confidence evolve and grow as they become comfortable in the kitchen. It's terrific to be part of an organization that places students and culinary education, and of course food, at the center of a business. Joan and I continued to work together over the years to both expand and refine what Culinary School of the Rockies is all about. Through collaboration, we created programs and institutional values that helped build Culinary School of the Rockies into the great community asset that it is today. I'm especially proud of our work and innovations in farm-to-table education. And now, we're looking at a new chapter. As I think all of you know, we have new owners, and the new owners are Triumph Higher Education Group. We welcome the resources, commitments, and possibilities that Triumph brings to Culinary School of the Rockies, and we look forward to the positive changes that are in our future. One of these changes is our new affiliation with the Escoffier Foundation. We are proud to have Michel Escoffier here today to speak about the legacy his great-grandfather left to the culinary world.
Partnered with Michel Escoffier and the Escoffier Foundation, to which I'm extremely honored and privileged, because the Escoffier name is synonymous with great culinary education. Particularly this school, we will take many of the foundations that Joan has put in here, from the farm to table, buying from the local vendors, a sustainable company and a product, and we want to permeate that throughout the rest of our organization. I'm privileged to say that during the transaction, if you would, Joan has agreed to work with us as a consultant to help us transplant many of the philosophies and ideas of the farm to table, buying from the local communities that we will have schools in, and help us set that up in many more of our destinations.
Thank you, Jack. Well, I have a 45-minute speech here. But we're going to forget this. No, I really want today to tell you a little bit about the gentleman that made actually French cooking come into the modern world, because he was really at the changing point between times when, if you realize, when he was born, the only way to travel was horse, and when he died there were airplanes flying, even if it wasn't as much as now. So he's really been living in this extraordinary era of change between the 19th century and the modern times of the 20th century. He was born actually, as I speak, you don't have to look at me. You have to listen, but that's all. You can look at this, and I will say a few words about this, but this is the actual village in the south of France where he was born, and the foundation, which was created in 1966 at the same time as the museum, was actually running the museum, the Escoffier Museum of Culinary Art, which is in the very birthplace of Auguste Escoffier. So when he was born in 1846, he went to school, and at the age of 13, since it wasn't a rich family, he had to start learning a trade, and he wanted to be a sculptor. But his father said, that will get you nowhere, so you're going to learn a real profession and work in a restaurant. At the age of 13, he had 5 years a traineeship at this restaurant, and the working conditions in the kitchen in those days were absolutely appalling, as professionals obviously know. The heat and everything was terrible, and he decided, he writes in his memoirs, that if he is going to be a chef, he will try to be the best at his trade, but also thrive all his life to improve the working conditions of chefs in the kitchen. And I think that's maybe one of the things that chefs today can be thankful for, is the fact that he enhanced the status of the profession to a point where today chefs can be stars and be mentioned in People's magazines and all this, as big stars, just as Hollywood. The other thing which I would like to finish with that comment actually is, he also writes in his book that he has himself formed over 2,000 chefs in his lifetime, who in their own way have gone around the world and promoted French cooking and French products. He was also very keen about, you know, promoting French products and fresh products. So this is why I think this school that has promoted farm-to-table cooking. I was wondering whether it wasn't table to farm if I look at those pictures. But I've been talking here with Chef Michael Scott here, and I think this is a very interesting part of what this school has really pushed forward. So I strongly encourage to continue that, but I'm sure I don't have to worry about it.
It was so nice to learn a little more about Auguste Escoffier. I've always admired his work, but I didn't realize that he also did so much to improve the impoverished and to improve the working conditions of people who worked in our industry.